It's number 4 on French Classics Week.
Wow.
From Sancordia.
The first one felt classic to me.
It did feel classic. I hope this one does too.
All right, let's see.
France Gall.
Gall. France Gall. Elle, yeah.
Here we go.
Comme un sourire, quelque chose dans la voix qui paraît nous dire viens, qui nous fait sentir étrangement bien. C'est comme toute l'histoire du peuple noir qui se balance entre l'amour et les espoirs. Quelque chose qui danse en toi. Si tu l'as, tu l'as.
So the song's about Elle Fitzgerald, or is that what we're learning here?
Is that who that is?
I think so. She only says her name 80 times in the chorus.
And then they also just add in this. I don't know why we had subtitles there for like 1 second.
Yeah, just get the point across, you know.
Yeah. So Ella.
Yeah, that's Elle Fitzgerald. All right.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know, I guess she's a big fan. I don't know. What's elle la mean in French? She's the one? I don't know. I just made that up.
Let's see. Sure, the song is a tribute to Ella Fitzgerald, but also a protest against racism and an anthem to personal empowerment.
There we go.
Musically, it swings between sheared rhythms of the bass and flashed brass.
So the phrase is okay. The phrase means she has it. So Ella, she has it.
She has it.
It's famously titled to the 1987 song France Gall, which is a tribute to jazz singer Ella Fitzgerald and has been interpreted as. Oh yeah, you said all this. Okay.
Wow. Right. Okay. So I love this song. I love the bass in the beginning. The percussion is throwing me every which way in the beginning. I kind of don't know where it's coming from.
Joe, I don't know.
And then it has this delightful 80s tone that I couldn't be happier about it existing.
Well, these are the French classics, Joe.
This is a French classic.
Classic
I don't even think France made music before the 1980s, so that's pretty crazy.
And we'll let the French people speak for themselves, but I do believe that's true, yes.
Quelque chose dans la voix qui paraît nous dire viens, qui nous fait sentir étrangement bien.
Where's that drum? Is it early?
Yes.
C'est comme une art, quelque chose qui danse en toi.
Yeah, that. And it's oh man, it's an interesting drums. It's keeping me guessing. I'm sitting there like, oh, is there drums over here? Is there drums over here? Was it gonna be a snare? Or is it gonna be a snare this time? Oh,
we'll never know.
But the bass,
yeah,
and then this just opens up.
Ce tout petit supplément d'âme te mettre entre les mains. Montre ton rire ou ton chagrin. Mais que tu n'es rien, que tu sois roi, que tu cherches encore les pouvoirs qui dorment en toi. Tu vois, ça ne s'achète pas. Quand tu l'as, tu l'as, elle a, elle a. Ce ne sais quoi. Que d'autres n'ont pas. Qui nous met dans un drôle d'état. Elle a, elle a, elle a, elle a. Elle a, elle a, elle a. 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 Ce je ne sais quoi. Que d'autres n'ont pas. Qui nous met dans un drôle d'état. Elle a, elle a, elle a, elle a. C'est drôle de voir. C'est drôle de joie. Ce nom du ciel qui la rend belle. Elle a, elle a, elle a, elle a. Elle a, elle a.
Dang.
Ella, Ella.
Love it.
Wow. That was lovely. How about those horns at the end?
I
Joe?
know. Amazing.
Well, that's great. That was a very nice. That was a very nice song. Man, with a wonderful message. I mean, from what we read, I didn't understand really what she was saying, but Ella, she has it. I agree.
It's like joyfulness like a smile, something in the voice that seems to say come, that makes us feel strangely good. It's like the entire history of black people that swings between love and despair, something that dances within yourself. If you have it, you have it. Hey, Ella, she has it. This touch or hint, the other people who don't have it, that puts us in a funny state. She has it, she has it.
Ella Fitzgerald probably heard this song. She was alive
She
till
97?
Yeah, she was alive till like the late 90s or something. Yeah, I think about
She would have heard it.
how Black American music influenced not only the U.S. but the entire world.
Yeah.
Changed modern music forever and continues to. And to be maybe like a French artist like this woman here, and to like take someone like Ella Fitzgerald, be like, oh, she's the best, she's so amazing, and then learn, but to know that her and her people back in the States are just continually being oppressed and fighting against racism all the time, and just being like, you know, that it's got to be so conflicting in your brain. Like, how can the people that I admire the most in, especially music and maybe performance and, you know, as an artist, it must be like so deeply troubling to be like, I don't understand. Why is this happening? Blah, blah, like, because especially like you can consider it, say you're a super fan of someone and then but like them and their whole community are just constantly being oppressed and put down and set aside and ignored, you know?
Yeah.
You'd be so confused and angered and hurt by that, you know? So, I mean, she was clearly inspired enough to write a song in like a tribute to specifically Ella Fitzgerald, but to the whole Black American
There's a lot of
community.
other imagery in this with Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali, and then
Right.
I forget his name, but I believe the athletes that raised their fist in the 1972 Olympics or something like that.
Yeah.
Can't remember exactly, but yeah, I mean it ran so deep and so far the racism that happened, obviously, but in that era, it's like these people are influencing the world and not being allowed to stay at the hotels that they're performing in front of
Right.
people at. I mean, it was a really,
Yeah.
that's so intense.
To your point there, like, I only know how, like, the situations in the U.S.,
Yeah.
but maybe in Europe they were most likely facing the same issue,
Yes.
you know?
Probably on a smaller scale, just due to population sizes of the
But like
communities, right?
going to the Olympics or something, I don't know. I'd have to.
I'm not sure. I
learn
can't
more
remember if it
about
was
that.
Jesse Owens or something. Like, you know, he goes and wins 3 gold medals in Germany in 1936, and then comes home and has to stay in different hotels while they parade around their medals and their athletes across America. But he
Right.
can't. But he's not being treated the same way as his fellow athletes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So.
I mean, it's just that continued, like, it's shocking to imagine that people that have done so much to advance our culture, art, not just art and culture in general, but in particular art, music, and everything that they've done to just be treated less than, even though they're accomplishing things, you know, very few to no people have accomplished, is absolutely... It's insane to think about. And yeah, when you're sitting there, be like, man, this person was so phenomenal. These people were doing incredible things and still just getting spit on repeatedly by people, literally and figuratively, by lawmakers and politicians, and then just the general population.
I know.
Like, in spite of all of it,
That's
they're
the part.
still bringing out some of the greatest art of the century.
That's the part that's really the most heartbreaking too, is when you really consider, like, it wasn't just like, oh, there's a racist guy in your neighborhood, or oh, like this town over here is racist. Like, the laws were racist.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't imagine that experience.
No.
You know, it's like the game is literally set up against you
On
It's
purpose.
just- it's awful.
It was built that way for a reason, and it's a bad reason.
Yeah.
It's absolutely terrible.
And it's just crazy because, you know, if you take it to a more existential kind of, like, we all just kind of show up into a body, right?
yeah.
You know, like, maybe some kind of soul up there is choosing, but we weren't aware of that decision.
No.
You know, we're just here now, and you deal with the consequences of just existence. And it's just crazy that people in power have made laws to discount and discredit other people just based on appearance alone. Just wild.
It's always one of those things that you sit back and you think about, and you're like, wow, they really gaslight people into thinking that this is the way that things should be. That's that's unbelievable. Just telling them, like, nope, they're this way, that's why, and let me make up some bullshit science to tell you that, or let me tell you how it's better for you, or how bad things will be if you don't, and just instill fear.
It's always that.
Yeah.
You trigger pain points to be like, you know why this is bad in your life?
Yeah.
Well, you know who to blame. It's
You
like,
know who to blame.
it's crazy. Anyway,
besides in the face of all of it, the mass amount, like I said, the art and greatness that came out of that community, regardless of the absolutely horrendous conditions that they were being
subjected
to is like, no, I think that they're incredible people, and that's insane that you're trying to hold them down when they're doing such incredible things in spite of your shit.
Yeah.
In spite of you holding them down, they're still making some of, like you said, changing music forever. Jazz and rhythm and blues changed music forever. Mm-hmm. It really did.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you to Sancordia, and moving on with more French classics.